Well, hello there. That's how one of my favorite internet chefs ends up starting his show. Hello there. Here we are to make some very good fresh food. However, we are finally getting around to finishing off the Chipotle marinated pork tenderloins, amongst a few other things. We're having some people over today for dinner this evening and a little fire afterwards once it gets dark. And so anyhow, we're going to have a nice little time here. So in the meantime, there's a plug for my favorite beer, Kronbacher. Nectar of the gods. So anyhow, in order to get this all finished, I'm going to do some prep here on my some peppers that I'm going to grill along with it. You can see them over here on the other camera. And I'm just going to clean them up. Cut out that pithy stuff that's in the middle. Cut them into quarters. There we go. This little container over here. Same thing with the red one. It's not rocket science, that's for sure. Such a nice day today. For the last several days, along with everybody in the southeast, we've been dealing with the remnants of Helene. Luckily enough, we didn't have anything directly, just a bunch of rain and nasty weather, and I had some jobs, a couple of jobs out of state, playing music, which is always nice. So here we have the peppers. Here's the peppers. I really like this olive oil. Star roasted garlic infused. I use it all the time. It's hard to find. They had it at our local discount store a while back. And so, maybe I should move this down so you can see what I'm doing. So anyway, we had it at our local Ollie's. So I picked up 4 bottles of it, and I was nice enough to leave some for somebody else, and I admit that I probably shouldn't have, because I use this stuff all the time. Just some coarse ground black pepper. Sometimes I'll put salt in there, but we already have way too much salt in our diet anyway, as it is. So there we go. Here, I'll move this back up. And so, the peppers are ready to go. We're just gonna throw these homegrown jalapenos on along with them when it comes time. So I guess first of all what we need to do make these are some marinated chicken wings, chicken wingettes, so they're already separated into the little pieces, and the arm bone looks like a little drumstick. Costs a little more to get them that way, but so much easier. Those. And these are the aforementioned Chipotle pork tenderloins. They ended up soaking in the refrigerator for about a week, almost a week, and then I since I didn't know how long the nasty weather was going to last, I went ahead and put them in the freezer. So They thawed out. So basically they've been marinating for a week. So they ought to be very good. You've already gotten the recipe for the pork. Basically the recipe for this marinade, my best friend Les ended up turning me on to, although he uses it for chicken breasts, but it works out the same on this. It's basically 1 part soy sauce, 1 part Sauvignon Blanc, cheap but drinkable, some oil, probably half a cup I would imagine, because I just eyeball everything, and some minced garlic. I put about a tablespoon worth in here. And it's been in the bag now for probably an hour and a half, especially if you're using chicken breasts. That's about all you want to do it, otherwise then it gets kind of rubbery. But the flavor is just tremendous. So what I'm going to do here, oh boy. Go ahead and get a good sear on these guys. So the burner's set on high. But basically, just sear it good. Get some nice color on it. Then put it on lower heat or indirect heat, whatever works. And then use your meat thermometer so that it gets to a temperature of around 150 degrees. I've read several places, you know, when I was a little kid, trichinosis used to be a thing, so we had to just absolutely cook pork to death to kill the little spores in it. But apparently now trichinosis is not a thing, so we can do medium to medium rare pork without any problem, and that's just fine with me because it's very flavorful that way and nice and tender, especially with the tenderloins. There we go. We're going to try and get a nice little char on all of the sides of these things. They're, I think they're about, one looks like it's about 1.5 pounds and the other one's about 1 pound. So they're pretty decent size. This must have been a big pig. Big pig, big pig, great big pig. If you hadn't noticed, that's the corny joke portion of our telecast today. Put this around so that you can see. Closely. Okay, very nice. Ooh, that's the kind of color we want to get. Oh yeah, just like that. So try and get that on all the sides. This side over here is just a little naked. Do that. So these are looking very nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Go ahead and turn that guy off because we don't need him anymore. Move these over onto the regular burners. I wonder, I should probably be using some different tongs to pull this chicken. Yes, my sister is right. I need to make sure that I've got all of my tools in place where I need them, or when I need them. Putting the wings on now. Since there's some oil in the marinade, there's going to be the chance of some flare-ups. And again, Kimberly, you were right. Should have made sure to keep the squirt bottle, have the squirt bottle here before I turned the cameras on. But I didn't, and so we'll just deal. Yeah, there's a little flare up right now. I'll finish putting these guys on. Oh, and it took care of itself. Okay. Close this down so it has some time to sit there and do its thing. Okay, I've got these burners set about medium. It really doesn't need to be just absolutely charbroiling these things. No, it's not kitchen cleaner, it's water. thing about chicken wings. They are kind of labor intensive when it comes time to kill them. They are oh so good. We'll go ahead and check the port, see where we're at. We're about 135 degrees, right in the thickest part. This one's right around 130. So that's fine. Good to the last drop. Don't you fight me back. Yeah, I remember my father used to drink some of those Los Angeles-based beers, the ones that he grew up with as a teenager, like Lucky Lager and Brew 102. Ooh, got a little bit warm, didn't it? Yeah, that one too. According to the thermometer, we're right at the right temperature on a small one. And on this one too. These guys are. Is that beautiful or what? I guess it's time to go ahead and throw on our peppers. And let them get a good little amount of color on the back. A little bit of char, heat them up. Don't burn them. far as those jalapenos go, I'm just going to go ahead and let them sit on there and let the skin get lightly charred all the way around. I mean, they're straight off the bush. I'll let them get good and hot. And hopefully, since they're young, they won't be horribly hot. I mean, they're going to have a little bit of heat to them, but that's what jalapenos are for. I don't know about you, but I'm one of those guys who I don't mind hot so long as it's hot with flavor. Hot just to be hot is a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. They're so thin that the amount of time that you put them on there, by the time the outside gets a nice char on it like this, they've sat there and they've kind of boiled in their own oil, so I'm sure they're just fine. So like I say, I just try to make sure they've got a nice even amount of char all the way around. And not even char, just where the outside of the meat's caramelized. And it ain't just rice. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Turn these guys over. Got some nice color on them. Flip these jalapenos. Find a spot that hasn't gotten any heat. Here, let's move this up here so we can see. I hope that's close enough. So anyhow, what I'm going to do here is, and of course I didn't bring my fork. Oh, but look at that. It's okay if it's a little bit pink in the middle. Remember, trichinosis is not a thing anymore. Oh my God, look at that. Mm, mm, mm. This one got a little bit more done. But the thick part, look at that. Oh, look at that. Mm. 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 So, there you have it. Chipotle marinated pork tenderloin. My guests are way too shy, so you won't see me serving it to them, but I guarantee you they like it. So, until next time, my friends, if you can find this in your area, oh my God, you're in for a treat. So try the recipe. Try the recipe for the chicken as well. And until next time, thanks for watching.